Before this video starts, I want to real quick show the jump scare animations for the main game, as they did not show up in the extras menu, and the ones in the custom light are different. The faceplates opening up as they get you is a really neat effect, and Ballora's jump scare especially looks awesome, with it being the only time you see her eyes open. And for clarification, the thing that kills you if you step out of line in Night 5 in Funtime Auditorium, that is supposed to be Ennard without the clown mask on. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's sister location! Last time we beat the main campaign finally with all secrets. Most notably, the secret night in the private room versus Ennard, who's trying to wear us as a skin suit to pass off as a human and escape the facility. It still ended up doing that anyway, but at least we tried to survive. The whole sequence in the private room is kinda considered the Night 6 equivalent of this game, so with Night 6, I guess, completion, we've unlocked the custom night, our first custom night in quite a while. This was not here at launch, and it was added in post-launch as free DLC. Looks like this uses the cursor in game, that's kinda weird. I only have one big problem with this going in. This isn't a real custom night. You can't change the AI levels yourself, and I don't know why. The only options you're given are the challenges and five difficulties for each one that scale the AI levels. Other than that though, I'm actually pretty excited to play this. I've heard really good things about it, and it seems like it's the least luck-based gameplay so far. And that's very exciting. So our challenges are Angry Ballet, Freddy and Company, Funtime Frenzy, Dolls Attack, Girls Night, Weirdos, Top Shelf, Bottom Shelf, Cupcake Challenge, and Golden Freddy. Each one goes from easy to normal to hard to very hard, or V-hard. You can fit very hard in that space, I'm sorry, it's... why V-hard? Alright. All of these challenges and the custom night in addition take place inside the private room, same area where we were dealing with Ennard. However, you'll be dealing with all these guys instead, all of whom follow very, very simple rules shown at the bottom of the screen. Ballora approaches from either the west or east hall. Listen for her music to become louder, then shut the appropriate door. Mini-arenas will appear at random and begin draining your oxygen supply, eventually causing a blackout. Administer a controlled shock to deactivate them. And then the thrilling sequel to the critically acclaimed Mini-Arena, Mini-Arena 2! It has exciting new features such as appearing at random, blocking your view in the office, and being unable to be prevented. I'm gonna give each challenge a go. I'm gonna try very hard, but if I can't do very hard, I'll bump it down on an easier difficulty. If you can beat each challenge on very hard, you get a special cutscene. I will be showing those special cutscenes regardless if I beat it or not, because I'm not going to commit myself to doing all of this and mastering this whole gameplay. Despite this mode being basically non-canon, the gameplay anyway, the cutscenes contain some special lore tidbits that are a little important for this game's story, so we'll begin. We can also see we have keyboard controls. A, W, and D close the three doors. We can also choose to click them if we want, but why would we do that? S also brings up the monitor, and we can administer controlled shocks through the cameras with E. Pretty good to know. Let's start. Alright. Gonna keep... Oh my god, hello. Alright, listen for the music to become louder. That was pretty sure that's close enough. No, maybe that's close enough. Can't tell. So these guys are gonna block your view, and also... Will you please leave, Ballora? Yeah, okay, good. And also, they will laugh, which can drown out audio cues, make it harder to hear stuff. All you really have to do is open up the camera, shock the guys when you see the warning symbol next to the oxygen meter, listen out for Ballora, then try not to get too annoyed at the mini readers on your screen. That's it. Pretty easy first challenge, gotta be honest. Can I actually click these? Oh yes, you can. They're hiding the mouse cursor. Not trusting that. You do have a power meter, just like before. I'm not sure if using a controlled shock uses power. Okay, I don't... Alright, I think that's actually when you need to close the door. Okay. Closing it just to be safe. Okay, yep, that's when you need to do it. There's a fourth one now. Can't remember when these guys stop appearing. Ballora never goes through the vents. If we were to check the hallway cameras, they're actually blocked out with static, and this happens whenever Ballora is active. You just can't see her on the camera, she doesn't show up. Which makes sense since she's supposed to be an audio challenge, just like she was in the base game. I don't trust that. Maybe it could have gone a little louder than that. Okay, I can open it now. I think if oxygen runs out, all that happens is you just have a dark screen, which means you can't see anything. Obviously, that's undesirable, but it's not an instant game over. Okay, gonna hit 3. I should have opened that door way sooner. That might be loud enough. Alright. I don't have a whole lot to say, so I'm just gonna let the rest of this night play out however it goes. Okay, that's when you need to close it. I need to get those music timings better. Music timings down better, because I think I might run out of power. The nights are shorter. They are 6 minutes as opposed to 9 minutes of Ennard's night, but the power probably goes down faster to compensate for that. Now that's the loud music. Man, it's hard. It's hard to tell when it's getting there, when she's like getting closer but isn't quite at the door yet. Yeah, okay, she's there. Alright. Yeah, guys, isn't this funny? Is this just real funny? Yeah, this is extremely easy. Even at very hard. Definitely the easiest challenge. Although I am running out of power. Somehow I remember you being able to see Ballora on the cameras, but I guess that was never true.
Save me a dance for another day, perhaps.
There you go, that was very, very easy. Wasn't really much going on there, so I probably just skipped through the whole thing. First challenge complete. Guess that's us getting off work that day, like, hey, you did a good job surviving against the angry ballet. Each challenge will have a set of stars up here, and these indicate the hardest difficulty that you managed to beat it on. As you may notice, the roster here is a little weird. I mean, we have both of the secret characters from the main game, Lolbit and Yendo, because it's illegal to have any FNAF character, no matter how minor, that is unnamed, apparently. Then you have Electrobab and Bonnet's. Bonnet's a recolor of the Bonnie puppet. Electrobab is just another Biddy Bab, and Circus Baby is nowhere to be seen. We instead have 2 Biddy Babs, which makes sense because there's multiple of them, and 2 sets of mini arenas that do different things. It's kind of a shame since the only time you ever see Circus Baby in the base sister location is in Night 5, where she's a slumped over freaking deactivated animatronic. Kind of a shame. Alright, next up is Freddy Co. We've got 4 new characters, let's go over them real quick. Funtime Freddy will hide in either the west or east closet, then send Bon Bon to attack from the same side. When he commands Bon Bon to attack, shut the door. If he announces a surprise, shut the opposite door. Audio is a very important thing in this mode. I would highly recommend listening to it if you can. Yendo. This mysterious endoskeleton will appear at random when closing your monitor. If he is in your office, quickly open your monitor again to make him disappear. It's exactly like Golden Freddy worked in FNAF 1 or 2. Although you don't have a mask, so you need to open the monitor. Just watch for him, open the monitor real quick. Funtime Foxy takes on the path of his ancestor, I guess, and functions basically identically to Foxy from FNAF 1. Bonnet will streak through your room at random after you close your monitor. Click on her nose to deactivate her before she leaves the screen. And I'm guessing she kills you if she leaves the screen. Alright, sounds fun. Let's get in. So we gotta listen for Funtime Freddy's voice lines. He's gonna be getting back in there. Aside from that... Oh god. Alright. He sent Bon Bon. Oh god. Okay. Not keep him waiting. Checking the camera. Is that an indication they sent Bon Bon? My god. So Yendo apparently depletes your oxygen, and the Bonnet and whoever show up after you pull up and pull down your camera, which I need to keep doing to check Foxy. It's a little dark in here because of Yendo. You can hear which side. Alright. It's only when he says, Bon Bon, go get him, or be ready for a surprise, or whatever, that you have to close the door. Alright. Ready or not, here I come means nothing. Here he is in the camera. There we go. So you have a little delay. Oh my god, you're in the middle of the room there. He's on the left. Close the right door. Yes. He's on the right now. Oh god. This is fun. This is so fun. It's exactly what I expected. I mean, the Mini Arena 2 was kind of annoying. That's like my least favorite thing about it so far, but otherwise this is great. Alright, watch our power. Funtime Foxy has not moved at all. And I'm managing to keep Yendo out of here. I'm managing to react to him. Oh god. Keep focusing on other things though when Yendo is there. No, I could probably time it better. I know I could probably time my door closes better before he really attacks. Oh my god, I focused on clicking the nose instead of chasing off Yendo. That means nothing as usual. Believe. Yes, in this mode only, you can click Freddy's nose. I tried to do it in the private room last time, and it did not work, so you can only do it in the custom night. Pretty weird. God. Stop lowering the oxygen. I guess I shouldn't check this much, then. Power's doing okay. Alright, as soon as you hear the thunk, you can open it again. And the oxygen go back up, please. Because, like, the lower the oxygen is, the less you can see. Well, it doesn't really affect much. Still, I'd rather it be high, you know? You know how it is? God, the voice on Funtime Freddy, man. It's so good. Yeah, really, I think I'm pulling up the camera too often. Funtime Foxy has not appeared at all yet. I'm guessing if Funtime Foxy gets out of the cove, it runs down the right hallway. He says something every single time he changes side. Alright, there we go. Yeah, he clearly had that isolated from his movement. He clearly had that voice line isolated from his movement, so yeah. Overall, this one's pretty easy too. I imagine this gets harder. Oh, wrong. Oh my god. Panicked. I panicked a little there. It's fine. Because, like, everything appeared at once.
Hey, go get him!
I'm gonna time it a little better, because, like, Funtime Freddy's at max... Funtime Freddy's at max difficulty right now. So this is, like... This is, like, as fast and as active as he will ever be, so... Oh my god. Alright. Doing well, doing well. Yeah? What about me? Can you click baby's nose? No. What kind of a name is Circus Baby anyway? Can I just say that? What kind of a name is Circus Baby? Both for in-universe and for this franchise. You say deck the halls? What? Screw your surprises.
What a party pooper!
I didn't know you said that. Yeah, that was pretty easy as well, although keeping track of Funtime Freddy might be a little bit more stressful than Ballora. I like how all of them are leaning slightly to the right. To the right from our perspective. Okay, next up, Funtime Frenzy. It's mostly the same, actually, except Funtime Foxy's a little more active, so we might actually see them this time. And this adds Lolbit. Will appear on the 3 monitors in the office, followed by visual and audio distractions. Type LOL on the keypad in the office, or type LOL on your keyboard, the preferable choice, to deactivate Lolbit. Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay, everyone! Typing LOL to get rid of a character. I love it. I unironically love it. So this just seems like basically Freddy Co, but with Lolbit instead of Bonnet, and also Funtime Foxy's higher, and Yendo's lower. Okay, this should be easy. I better be prepared to type LOL, though. And, like, I'll have to reach my hand across real quick. I don't think Lolbit kills you, though. I just think they prevent you from using your doors until you get rid of them. That's about it. Visual and audio distractions. Yeah, it's just distractions. I don't think they actually kill you. Maybe. We'll find out. Oh, we set cameras to you, which already there. We check more often. It says ready for round 2 at the start of the night every single time. Okay. This is so weird. Alright, Funtime Foxy hasn't moved yet. He's on the left. Yeah, Yendo is not appearing as often. I'm checking Funtime Foxy a little more often. Checking Funtime Foxy a little more often than I did last time, just in case. So yeah, the keypad in the office is right there. The LOL letters appear on it. There we go. Again, Funtime Foxy has not moved yet. I can always let Funtime Foxy move, just so we see him, see what he looks like. But seriously, it's the only camera that you really need to check. Okay, I can at least show Funtime Freddy in this camera. He looks cool. You can also control shock. I don't know what that does. Does it do anything? Probably not. Okay, that was better timed. Ooh! That's Funtime Foxy peeking out there. Finally get to see him. Well, you've been keeping me waiting a long time, gotta be honest.
Hey, blind boy, go get him!
Oh god. When they all come at once, that distracts me. That's when it gets stressful. Like, Lolbit appears, I pull up the camera, then Yendo's there, but I have to close the door for Bon. That's when it gets a little stressful. So far, I really like this. This is fun. Mostly because it's easy. Maybe later on it gets less fun. Oh, okay. That's the next stage. Feels like it's slightly less random than Foxy was in FNAF 1. I'm so glad I'm getting the sides right every single time, but I am keeping in mind where he is. Like, seriously, this is how you do really fast, frantic gameplay in this series and remove luck from the equation. This is freaking awesome. Oh man, having Funtime Freddy and Ballora after you, Lolbit and Bonnet. Oh boy. Whoa. I got rid of Lolbit instantly. I didn't even type LOL. I just pressed the O and L keys and won. Oh. Okay, we can open both. Oh god. Funtime Foxy's getting ready to run. God, they're all attacking me at once. I love it. I mean, I guess Funtime Freddy's voice line's gonna get a little annoying. But also, they are important to listen to win. The same voice line. Alright, yeah, that one was mostly the same. Just Funtime Foxy's got a little further out, and you had Lolbit instead of Bonnie. But they're basically the same character, you just do two different things. Someone's a little concerned about how we may be doing at that job. They may have heard the rumors. Next up, Dolls Attack. I may want to start on lower difficulty for this one. It seems like this one is going to have me check a lot of cameras, because I honestly can't remember how these two work, so let's see. Biddy Bab will always be in the vent ahead of you. When she gets too close, close the vent door until she retreats. Electrobab will randomly appear in either the east or west closet and begin draining your power. Administer a controlled shock to deactivate Electrobab. So Electrobab doesn't kill you, they just start taking your power. So we're going to have to use the cameras to stop both Electrobab and Mini Arena, and to check on Biddy Bab's progress in the vent. Meanwhile, we're gonna have to click on Bonnet's nose while trying to look through the Mini Arenas blocking us. This might be a little hard. At least Electrobab and Mini Arena give you a little warning icon next to the oxygen meter or power meter to let you know. I'll try it on very hard at first, but then I might bump it down a little bit. Let's check vent. Oh god. You're already there. My god. How am I gonna be able to click the nose through that? Okay, Biddy Bab's there.
I'm going to find a way inside.
Whoops. Oh god. Okay, we're good. I think you went away. Yes, you did. Okay, so there is a noise that plays when they get close in the vent. Click your nose. Yes, that little bump. That means it's at the last stage. Meanwhile, you shock the other two, listen out for that, click on Bonnet's nose. Okay, kind of simple. Simpler than I thought. Also seems like it plays that noise every single time. Click. Oh my god. I can't see where my mouse cursor is. So I don't know where to click Bonnet's nose. Okay, I'm doing pretty bad on power, not gonna lie. Part of that was my frantic clicking. Another part of that is me not getting to Electrobab in time.
Find a way inside.
Good for you. Do I care? Yes, I care a lot, actually.
Don't want to play hide and seek.
Well, we're doing that. Hide and seek is fun. It seems to progress randomly from there. Click it, click it, no, 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 no. What? What happens now?
I'm going to find a way
Wait,
inside.
I didn't click her nose. Did I? Did I do it? Did I click Bonnet's nose there? I couldn't tell. Okay. I did not hear you. Alright, that's a little simpler than I thought. So, okay, two things kind of confused me. Did I actually successfully click Bonnet, or does not getting Bonnet not matter? I'm assuming it matters. Why else would she be there? I guess I must have, because I didn't get killed by her. I got killed by you, but you didn't play the thump sound, so either you're playing it underneath the other sounds, or something? I don't know. I feel like I should maybe check that camera all the time, just in case. Every time I open it up and I have to... every time I haven't checked in a while or haven't heard the thump in a while, and then I open it up to take care of these two, I should check that camera, just in case. I clicked the nose of the bear. The bear. Sorry, Fred Bear. Jeez. Oh. I accidentally reopened the door. Don't do that. The mini arenas and the Electropap definitely show up regularly. It's so hard to hear the thud, the bump of the vents, or the thud for when they hit the door underneath the controlled shock noise. And your guys' laughter.
Play hide and seek.
Can you stop saying that?
I'm going to find a way inside. Don't want to play hide and seek.
Okay, I think that voice line means that the Bitty Bap's on the way.
Find a way inside.
And I think I want to find a way inside might mean that it's halfway down the vent. Then the thud means that it's about to get in.
Don't want to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a way
Yes.
inside.
It's gotta. Yeah, so the progression goes from I don't want to play hide and seek is first stage, gonna find a way inside second stage. Thud is third stage. It's good to know.
Find a way inside.
Managing all this stuff is really fun.
Play hide and seek.
Oh god, no need.
I'm going to find a way inside.
I'm out of power. Ballora's here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We have to be so close. Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
I'm gonna get inside.
Yes. No, you're not. I've won. What is there to get inside of anymore? Alright, next up is Girls' Night. We have Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and everyone else except Electrobab. Okay, so flip between Cam, whatever the mini arenas attack the oxygen tanks on, and you, deal with you, stop you while listening for Ballora. And while having our face covered by these guys. Doesn't sound that bad. I guess Funtime Foxy could throw a wrench in the plans. Managing both Ballora and Bidybab could be a little troublesome, but other than that, we only have to check 2 cameras. Also, dealing with you wasn't that bad, though. You are at 20 this time, though. Last time you were at 10, so you'll be appearing almost all the time now. Shoot. Okay, I think Bidybab starts out at a random point in the room. Or Bonnet, I mean, whatever. That's the noise, god damn it. That door for way longer than I needed to. God damn it. What? No, don't pull that up. Oh my god. Listen, buddy, if you're gonna have keyboard controls, why even include the mouse area for the monitor anymore? That sounds a little loud. Now that's the loud version. God damn it. Oh, we're doing okay on power. Funtime Foxy's about to come, though. And if it works anything like Foxy in the first game, then we gotta keep the right door closed. Okay. Okay, there's Funtime Foxy. Yes, okay. That's what I thought. Oh my god, this is so crazy. I love it. Oh my god. If after all this time I mess up clicking Bonnet's nose, I'm gonna be really mad. Can't believe I heard that vent noise. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Be nice. Be nice. She went away. Fuck. You ran quick. Jesus. Man, that's totally doable. I think I played a little sloppy at the beginning. I did notice Bidybab was a little less active, and so were the mini arenas, all of them. I think my problems were misjudging how loud Ballora's music has to get, and also letting Funtime Foxy go that one time, although there's not much I could do about that. Still, I was able to stop Funtime Foxy from running down the hallway, in Freddy Co. I don't know if Funtime Foxy has an animation for running down the hallway, especially on a night where Ballora's active, since the hallway cameras are blocked out. And funny thing is, there's a reason for that, and it's kind of silly. If you were to mod the game to remove all static, you'll actually see Ennard in the hallway coming down at you, meaning that Ballora uses a modified version of Ennard's AI from the Night 5 private room sequence. Another fun fact about something we've already been over is that, God, sorry, focusing. The, lyrics that Ballora sings to herself were actually created by the voice actress for Ballora. I don't really know her name, sorry FNAF veterans, but you can definitely ignore the other mini arenas if you want to for a little while. Just I'd rather keep the screen bright for as long as I can. That sound of moving across is really weird. You are not there, correct? Yes, okay. You can't always check the cameras if you're unsure. It's a nice mix of audio cues with the cameras. I like it. It's not entirely one or the other. Close one. Click! My god. It's really hard when you can't see your cursor. Alright. Oh god! As soon as it hit 0, instant death. Okay. That one's really fun, but I feel like I'm gonna have to bump down the difficulty a little bit. We could try hard. The keyboard controls are so nice. Can I just say? And there's not, like, too many of them as there are in a certain later game. It's not overwhelming or anything. It's a really good amount of, like, challenge with small amount of content. There's not that many things to keep track of. And I really like that. And besides, some people may have been disappointed about the lack of true FNAF gameplay in the base game. This is kind of perfect for them. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Check that out. 20% power at 5 a.m. This is hard mode. I mean, I'll be honest, I knew about the thud Biddy Bab makes when she's about to enter beforehand, before making this, so I had a bit of an advantage going in, but I probably would have been able to figure it out. I knew a lot about these games going into them, so it's not much.
Save me a dance for another day, perhaps.
I wonder how they decide which voice line to play. I guess, like, it's not... Sometimes it seems to be the main character of each night, sometimes it's not. Let's give it a go on very hard. I think I could do it. Almost missed Bonnet for the first camera flip. That's great. This is the maximum amount of mini arenas that can be on your screen. Funtime Foxy's not moved an inch. Like, go on. Come on now.
Save me a dance
Yes!
for another day, perhaps.
You know, I beat that on hard, and I went back to try it again on very hard because it was that fun. Wow, what a great challenge. What a fantastic challenge that was. That was so fun. Up next is Weirdos. This one does not look that bad at all. The only two that can kill me here are Yendo and Bonnet. Yendo combined with mini arenas, though, could be a bit of a trouble, especially if I don't react to him in time and he drains a lot of oxygen. I know if he drains oxygen to 0, then he kills you. Electrobab on top of that, and having to deal with Lolbit every now and then, it's just gonna be all the pop-up characters that you have to go deal with, rather than closing the doors on people. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be hard. We'll see with these two. I don't know, because when your oxygen runs out and your screen goes black, you can't see the camera buttons unless you click and manage to click the right spots, and that's gonna be a challenge when you have to deal with Bonnet especially. Let's try it. I only have to flip the camera when they're attacking. Otherwise, I can just deal with Lolbit. And I could just sit here and do nothing. Alright, yeah, we're good. Okay. This might not be that bad, after all. I was expecting, like, throw Funtime Foxy in here and that could make this interesting. See, this is why I want to be able to change AI levels so that I can make my own challenges like that. Or modify existing challenges. Why is that not an option? Seriously. That would be so fun. And I fear I may be having the cameras up a little too much. I also didn't actually look for Electrobab there, so good thing I picked the right room. Alright. Apparently I got the shock off. I didn't expect that. I haven't seen Bonnet yet, but I haven't been flipping the cameras as much as I could have been. Okay, that's the distraction you have. Wait. Bonnet was still playing, but I got rid of it. We're all fine. We don't have to close doors on this mode, so does Lolbit actually do anything other than block your screen in this mode? In this challenge? Saw him out of the corner of my eye. I was actually flipping up on instinct just in case. That's not the greatest idea though, because then if he isn't there on the first camera down and you flip it up again, he could be there on the next one. There's no audio cues required here, really. You just have to look at this. So I'm gonna, may as well talk to this. Can I type 1983 out still? I doubt it. 1983, no, okay. I guess while I'm doing this, I'll let you guys listen to this background music. It's pretty good. The game also picks one of 3 possible tracks to play every time you start a night. So, there you go. I know this song is a fan favorite, so may as well give it some attention. It's called Venta Black, I believe. And by the way, while I'm at it, the music that played during the Ennard fight, that's what I'm gonna call it, or Ennard Night, some people call it, which is awesome, by the way. The music that plays there is awesome. It's called Watch Your Six. That's such a good name. Watch Your Six means watch your back, because military used clocks to determine angles of looking or rotating yourself to see stuff. And, you know, you're surviving until 6 a.m., so it's perfect. That's such a good name. You know, I think this challenge could have used Mini Reno 2, honestly, to make this a little harder, because this is not very hard at all. Unless I'm secretly doing terrible. No, I'm not. Check that out. 25 at 5. I am not doing bad on power in the slightest. Oh. What just... Okay, I see. Okay, I freaked out a bit there, and that completely cost me. I guess karma came back to bite me. Yeah, I messed up my inputs. I think I closed the monitor an extra time there, and Lolbit actually locks you from pulling up the monitor, so I couldn't stop Yendo. That's good. Okay, I should have been typing LOL the whole time. I don't know why I didn't. That's too bad. It seems like you got like a bit of a head start, because you're supposed to appear 1 monitor at a time, yet you were 3 monitors in when I checked. That was weird. Alright, well, we know this is an easy challenge. I'm just gonna beat it real quick. It's kind of the inverse of the Ennard Night, where the only cameras you needed to check were the hallway cameras. Here, the only cameras you really need to check are everything except the hallway cameras. Because I don't think anything shows up on those, unless Funtime Foxy? If we ever have Funtime Foxy without Ballora, I'd like to see. But I don't know if that happens throughout these challenges. It might. Oh yeah, Freddy and Company. That I can check there. Having to reach all the way across the keyboard to type LOL.
Take me with you.
Is by far the hardest part. Who said that? Who was that? Was that Lolbit? Take me with you. I can't recreate the voice, but who was that? Next up, Top Shelf. Funtime Foxy, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, Yendo, and Bonnet. Not bad. So this is the first one where we have Funtime Freddy and Ballora at the same time. I was excited to get to this, because we never have to close the vent, but we have to close the 2 doors at the right times. Wow, and listening to Ballora's music and listening out for where Funtime Freddy is and where he's sending Bon Bon is going to be rough. Pulling up the cameras for these, then dealing with these 2. that's the main challenge here. No need to check the cameras, really, unless I have to make sure where Funtime Freddy is, but yeah. This is gonna be interesting. Let's try it. Sorry, so much of this video is gonna be me... It's gonna be me concentrating. I think he's on the left? Yes. Oh my god. That's a lot of power usage right away. Funtime Foxy's not that high, so I don't have to check this often. A lot of this video is probably gonna be me concentrating. I'm sorry, but... In a game with this many audio cues, and this much happening... Like, I can't talk throughout this. I have to keep very vigilant. The real challenge here is to actually play this while clicking the door buttons manually. I have to say, this mode is so fun, though. Like, I'll be honest, I wasn't fully enjoying the game for the first two videos. Although I liked the, entered private room sequence a lot more than I was expecting. Some things like Night 4 were just really unenjoyable. The rest of the game was just waiting for dialogue to finish. Like, the first two videos of this game weren't that crazy enjoyable. This, though? I love this. I have not died a single time on this and said, man, that was just bad luck. And that is amazing. In a series that has really struggled with having luck versus skill up to this point. Seeing this is awesome. Alright, got it right.
What a party pooper!
Oh, God, this is so fun. I've been recording for a while, but I honestly don't even want to stop. And that was not the case for the first two videos of this game. This is insanely fun.
You won't die. 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 You won't die.
Okay. Next up is Bottom Shelf. This one is gonna be tricky. These guys are gonna be getting in our face all the time. We're gonna have to go stop the mini-arenas. Lolbit, while the mini-arenas are blocking us, is gonna be tricky. We have to go find Electrobab as well. We have to deal with both of these and Bidybab at the same time. I have no idea how this is gonna go. It should go pretty well, because these guys just kind of slow you down, whereas Bidybab is the real threat here. However, if Bidybab gets there and I don't notice Lolbit, then things can get out of hand real quick. Let's go. Oh dear.
I'm going to find a way inside.
Forgot that the Electrobab and Mini Arena are slower. Honestly though, this is it. This is the whole night. It's not bad.
I'm going to find a way inside.
I have to make sure Lolbit isn't there. I may even type LOL without needing to, just to be sure. Unless doing that secretly kills you or something. Why am I doing that? Why did I do that? I just summoned a fourth one. Okay, here's all 5. That's okay. I'm okay with all 5. I think it always alternates. The Electrobab. I think the Electrobab always alternates. Yeah, I think Electrobab always alternates the room. That was close. I didn't press it right. Don't check the camera. There's no reason to. All right. It's going really, really well so far. I've only died twice? 3 times? Probably 4 times. Yeah, 4 times, I think. Right? Didn't get a cutscene for that one. I guess we're out of them. I guess the cutscenes just complete as you complete any challenge other than Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy is a little special, but we'll get there.
Come on, bud. Go get him. Get ready for a surprise.
Alright, no. I was looking to see if Funtime Foxy has a running animation. Looks like they don't. Alright. Strange. But since most of the time you never have to check those hallways, since, you know, there's nobody there if Ballora's not active. If Ballora is active, then there's no reason to check. No one shows up there. Anyway, next up is Cupcake Challenge. We have all these guys at a 10. This doesn't seem that bad. I just have to check Funtime Foxy, stop these two occasionally, watch out for Lolbit and Bonnet, and then while listening for Funtime Freddy and Ballora. Doesn't seem that bad. I think I could do this. So, little thing about, Funtime Freddy, or a little thing about Electrobab is that whenever it shows up, it's always in the closet opposite of Funtime Freddy. If you remember where... Jesus. If you remember where Funtime Freddy was, you could find Electrobab very easily. Sorry, I'm just... Alright, that's enough talking. Time to get into concentration mode. Yeah, this is pretty easy so far. What's the maximum gonna be like? What's Golden Freddy gonna be like? Seriously, without that keyboard, this would be so hard. Oops. Wrong buttons. It's fine. It's fine, I lived. Oh boy. That was easy. Surprisingly. Despite being the second to last challenge. Okay. We've beaten every single challenge up to this point. Now it's time for the ultimate test. Golden Freddy. Same rule with max modes. I have beaten every single other challenge on very hard, but if this one ends up being too hard, I'm gonna bump it down, and I will show the cutscene that you get for beating it on very hard after the fact anyway. Fun fact about this mode used to be a lot harder at one point, and it was because Scott Cawthon didn't actually have the special cutscene ready before the release, so while he finished it up, he made it like next to impossible to beat. And then it's been patched to be made easier. I'm not sure how, since you think AI levels wouldn't change that much, but you never know. Maybe there's some extra systems on this mode that govern how commonly they can attack. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, you have to worry about literally everything. These guys are gonna be covering your screen the whole time. You're gonna have to click Bonnet's nose almost every single time. Watch out for Yendo. Deal with everyone else. I think the strategy to me just seems to be listen out for these three, check Funtime Foxy. Every time you pull the cameras down, be prepared for Yendo and Bonnet. And then whenever you see the warning symbols, go deal with Mini Arena and Electrobab on your next camera flip. Look out for Lolbit as well on top of these two, because Lolbit could probably screw you up a lot. Try to look for these three underneath the Mini Arenas. Just try. Just do it. I don't really see how RNG could screw you. There are some RNG elements, like I know Biddy Bab can take a while to leave the vent safely. Perhaps Ballora could spend a little too long at the doors, but it doesn't seem like she does that. So I think they are forced to leave eventually, kind of like FNAF 2. An improvement over FNAF 1 and the Ender Night. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm kind of nervous. Let's try it. Just realized I'm on the wrong camera. Bad. Holy shit, terrible. Yeah, Yendo's gonna freaking kill me.
Ready for a surprise?
Where is he? I got it right, holy shit.
Come on, bud. Go get him.
Alright. Okay, yeah, that was an experience. Oh my god. So, like, I could barely see. I think I did hear Biddy Bab go, I'll try to find a way inside, but I did not hear the thud at all. It's possible I was too distracted with everything else. Still, though, it didn't seem that terrible, but man, keeping track of freaking Funtime Freddy and Biddy Bab at the same time is gonna be rough. Were they ever together in a previous challenge? I don't think they were. No, they were not. They were not together in a previous challenge until now. Of course, not helping the fact that I could barely see because I let Yendo go a little too long, and then these guys kept disabling it more.
Get ready for a surprise.
Okay, yep. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. God damn. I'm sure it's possible. It feels very possible, but wow. I was really trying to listen out for Biddy Bab, but I just couldn't. I guess I can always check the Biddy Bab's camera to see how far it is, but it's so hard to hear its voice lines underneath everything else. I'll give it a few more tries, and then I'll bump it down, the difficulty down. Because I'm sure on a... I'm sure on a lower difficulty, it's a lot more manageable. Or whatever I was gonna say. I don't know. What was I even gonna say? I suppose I'm the only one who would know that, but I can't exactly ask myself. I don't. Okay. What? I don't even know what was going on. I just, suddenly my vision was darker. Yendo. It was Yendo. How can you look out for him when it's that dark? Yeah, this is quite a difficulty jump from every previous challenge. I think every challenge was very manageable up until now. Alright, I checked out Ambience's strategy just to make sure there wasn't anything I was missing. No, there isn't. It's really just manage all of this. I mean, you could break it down into a bunch of, like, a pre-camera phase, then you flip it up, and then a post-camera phase where you deal with these two, and you have to look out for a little bit as well. And I think you alternate between just checking Foxy, and then checking Foxy and dealing with the other two. Fuck. I flipped up the camera on instinct, and that got me killed by Yendo. Yeah, that's what you shouldn't do. I said not to do that before. Fuck, I'm dying. I've had that door closed the whole time. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? Being an idiot. That's what. I'm the worst. Why do I keep flipping the camera up every single time I put it down? That is just getting me in the worst spots possible. I don't know why. It's just ingrained in my brain. What? Was I doing that in the previous challenges? I don't think I was. I'm just expecting Yando to be there all the time, but he isn't there all the time. So I shouldn't do that.
Going to find a way inside.
I can't see. Am I alive? Am I fine? Apparently, I'm not anymore. Yes, I am. What? I can't see. Shit. I cannot see at all. I think I'm alive. I think I'm fine. Jesus. How am I alive right now? Okay. Jesus. Alright, I cannot deal with that. That is just too much. That's too much for me at the current moment. Let's bump them down to hard, where they're all at 10 instead. They were all at 10 in Cupcake Challenge, and they were very manageable. So this is just basically Cupcake Challenge, except now you have Biddy Bab Yendo and Mini Arena 2. That's it.
Hey, Bloodborne, go get him!
Yes, this is infinitely more manageable. Little slow there, but it's fine. I just used some extra power. But God. Yeah, this is extremely chaotic, but manageable. I did it again! Trying to let my oxygen refill. Fuck! I panicked a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god. I played that bad. I can totally do that, though. I like how you can't even see Yendo when he jump scares you because of the oxygen. Press the wrong button there. Panicked. Holy shit, that was intense. No, I'm dead. Oh man, after all that, I just missed Bonnet's nose. I was freaking out because I pressed the wrong button and I had to I was closing and reopening the vent. I have ultimately had it right. I just missed Bonnet's nose after all that. Please go to 3. Holy crap! Insanely fun! Oh my god!
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
So, what's going on? Circus Baby and the gang of Funtime animatronics were all created by William Afton, the very same one who killed those 5 children. They were all a part of an offshoot of Freddy Fazbear's called Circus Baby's Pizza World, which was only open for 1 day. Circus Baby in particular was seemingly an attraction shoved off to the side, which makes sense due to what she's supposed to do. Circus Baby is programmed to keep count of all children in the room with her, and when there's one, she captures and kills that kid. The reasons behind why Afton programmed it this way are currently unknown, but all we know is that it ended up backfiring, and despite his best efforts to prevent this, the victim ended up being his own daughter, named Elizabeth Afton. This game also helps to fill in the blanks that FNAF 4 left, because when we go to the private room, we can unlock those security cameras that show the FNAF 4 house. We also have the monitor in the breaker room that shows the layout of those same areas. We know that Circus Baby's entertainment and rental takes place underneath the house from FNAF 4, meaning the characters shown in FNAF 4's minigames are William Afton's family. You play as one of his sons, who is deathly afraid of the animatronics. This is the reason why he's seemingly forced to have his birthday at Fredbear's, even though he doesn't like it there. His dad is a part of the company. William Afton's other son, the older brother that terrorizes him and throws him into Fredbear's mouth, is Michael Afton. And he is the character you play as throughout Sister Location. We can guess this based on the keypad. It has that Mike label on the top of it. On the first night, you're instructed to enter your name as shown on the top of the keypad, so we can safely assume we're playing as Michael Afton, especially since he's talking at the end there after completing the game's hardest challenge. Michael Afton was seemingly sent to the rental facility by his father, William. He was also motivated to work here because he wanted to see his sister, Elizabeth, again. He evidently doesn't know what actually happened to her, that she was killed by Circus Baby and is now possessing her. From here, the events of the game transpire. The Funtime animatronics all fuse together, becoming Ennard, and then they trick Michael into entering the scooper room so that they can scoop out his insides and wear him as a skin suit to escape the facility, as they have been trapped here for many years. This seemingly works at first, but then Michael Afton's body, being, dead, decomposes over time. Eventually, Ennard can't be inside anymore, and so Michael's body ends up purging Ennard, which quickly escapes into the sewers. However, by some miracle, Michael Afton doesn't die. And he went off to find his father. There's still a lot of blanks to fill, but I think all of those will be taken care of in the next game. And that wraps up Game 5. Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. Overall, I am quite mixed on it. on one hand, we're gonna talk about the main campaign first. I love the production value, I like the voice acting, the visual effects on each screen, the cartoon in between each night. Hang on. There we go. Reduced the volume of the menu theme a little bit so you can hear me better. The cartoons in between each night are very funny, and I love all the extras, cool stuff that's in this game. This game feels a lot more like a professional product than the previous do, the previous games do, for the most part. Funnily enough, this wasn't truly the first instance of voice acting in this series. That would be FNAF World, where they break the fourth wall by saying, "Voice acting, no, he's gone too far this time." That was really funny, I liked that. But still, in terms of the main FNAF games, this is the first one to have voice acting, and I think it did a pretty good job. I also really liked the humor, and I don't think it detracted from the horror as much as some others may think. Because I think it was really well balanced. Most of the humor was in the opening elevator sequences on each night, which are the least scary parts of the night, because it's the beginning, you're just settling in. I mean, sure, the freaking use the keypad to type your selection. Oh, whoops, you had trouble with the keypad. Here, let me autocorrect it. Did get a little repetitive, but then there's the gameplay. I think on a first playthrough, this game must be amazing. You watch a lot of YouTube playthroughs of people playing the game for the first time, and you can tell that they're really enjoying it. Like, the game's not quite as repetitive because you're always doing something different each night, and there's also all this dialogue and cool stuff happening. And although the scripted sequences are, well, scripted, and once you know when they happen, you know what's coming, and then it ruins the whole horror experience. That same could be said for any horror movie or any horror game, really, for the most part. Anyway, yeah, I do think this game's atmosphere is great, and can be very, very creepy on a first playthrough. My only problem with it is that it's probably the least replayable FNAF game we've seen so far, because the previous games were all kind of special because whatever happened was random. The animatronics' movements were a random occurrence, and it wasn't guaranteed that the same thing would happen every time you played. That kind of gameplay only happened a few times in this game, and that was like the breaker room in Night 2, Night 4, and then the private room in Night 5, where you're fighting Ennard. Not really fighting Ennard, but keeping away from Ennard, whatever. It's kind of a boss fight. And all three of those gameplay scenarios that are the most FNAF have problems, in my opinion. The Night 2 is fine. It's pretty creepy being in that dark room with Funtime Freddy, especially as he talks in the distance, and you have to, like, pull up this monitor and click and hold this button while keeping your eyes off of him. However, the way to stop him is to pull it down and press space over and over again, waiting for him to go away while you listen to the same, like, 6 voice lines over and over again. It gets really irritating after a while. I don't think I need to talk about Night 4. And the private room has a lot of good going for it, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting. However, I think the power is a little needlessly strict, especially since Ennard can camp at your doors. Like, that was removed in FNAF 2 and 4 for a reason. Not really sure why that's there. And also, because only 3 cameras need to be checked, that means that most of the time, you're due to the strict power, you're just kind of forced to sit in the office checking 1 camera, and that's not that interesting. It was still pretty fun while I was playing it, but still, it just doesn't look that interesting. And also, the fact that you have to play that weird mini-game to unlock it is very strange, especially since it's present in the extras menu to play whenever you want, so that just kind of feels wrong. Am I the only one that thinks that? There's also the fact that without that sequence, Night 5 is a very underwhelming night. There's like no game. What gameplay is there? You type a code incorrectly, and then you follow Circus Baby's instructions exactly. That's the only gameplay there is on Night 5, and then the game ends. It's a very underwhelming night, and I think without the private room, it really has nothing that much going for it. I mean, it's probably better than Night 4, but still. Okay, I will talk about Night 4 a little bit. Night 4 has 2 huge problems. Number 1, the cutscene that plays at the beginning is way too freaking long. That cutscene is longer than the entire night once you start playing. And then once you start playing, the only gameplay is winding up 10 music boxes around yourself while occasionally pressing A and D to wiggle things off at the right time. Like, I don't think I've ever played a more simultaneously difficult and also boring game until that night. Like, I was not having fun on that night whatsoever, to the point that I was considering cheating past it. It's also a case of just really bad visual design with the mini arenas crawling inside the suit, meaning absolutely nothing other than, hey, you've made some progress in the night, now it's gonna get harder. That's all it means. And then if you die to the spring locks, the mini arena jump scares you. That's so stupid. You have animations and effects on screen to recreate the spring locks killing you. Why not use them? I don't understand. Anyway, talking more positively, the custom night? Like, putting aside the fact that it's not a real custom night and you can't change the AI levels for some reason, it's a custom night that you can't customize. Why? Anyway, that's my biggest issue with it. And the fact that it isn't scary at all, which it's not trying to be, so I don't really care. This is probably the best FNAF gameplay we've seen so far. I love the addition of the keyboard controls. I can kind of understand why they weren't there in the private room, even though it's a little inconsistent since Custom Night takes place inside the private room. You would think that they would have keyboard controls for both, but it's okay. Dealing with all those threats and chasing them off one by one is really, really satisfying. It was a lot of fun to play, and I'm very glad that I did it for this video. It's strange because the Sister Location Custom Night was the piece of FNAF content that I forgot about for the longest time. I totally forgot this thing existed for a while. So it surprises me to say that it's probably the best. Not only is it the best feature in this game, it's one of the best FNAF office gameplays the series has ever seen. I still prefer the first game for the atmosphere and the tension and the fact that, it's actually scary. This one, though, this one's really, really good. I think also second place might come, one of the runner-ups would be FNAF 4 when you're dealing with the main 4 animatronics, because that is the most, balanced and fair, and it's also extremely intense and stressful. However, FNAF 4 has Fredbear to come in and ruin everything, so I think this one has the edge a little bit. Golden Freddy mode, 1020 mode is a huge difficulty jump from all the other challenges, but hey, what's a FNAF Max mode without it being utterly crazy, chaotic, and difficult, right? Overall, I love the presentation of Sister Location. I don't really like playing its main campaign that much, though. The Custom Night is excellent, so that's where I leave it, thoroughly split. I think I might rank this game higher than FNAF 3 for the Custom Night, and for even the private room alone. And the production value. You know what? Yeah. I think I rank this game higher than FNAF 3, even if I really don't like its story that much. And I'll explain more why as we go. Because, yeah. This is the 5th game in a series called 5 Games at Freddy's, and we are now done with it. But you know how these games always they're all called 5 Nights at Freddy's, and then they always throw in a bonus night? That's exactly what's happening here. Next time on 5 Games at Freddy's, we play the 6th game, where we build our own pizzeria. No, I am not kidding. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.